What's up, everybody? So, first of all, I want to say big thanks to everybody who wished me a happy birthday last week. And today, I think it's only right, since it's the last day of Libra season, that we get into this review for T.I. the Libra. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Dylan, but most of y'all just call me Palm. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. I do news, reviews, interviews, and bring you the dopest in underground music, and you can check it out on prettyawesomelitmusic.com, and make sure you stay tapped in on social media. Now, I must confess, I haven't heard a T.I. album all the way through since Paper Trail, but T.I. is a legend in his own right with a lot of hits under his belt. I also got to mention that T.I. was so classy and just clean as a host or a judge on Rhythm and Flow. One thing I really enjoyed about this album is that there's this dope spoken word poetry all throughout. It empowers black women, it reflects on all the stuff that's going on today, and especially what caught my ear was the intro with Miss Pat. But to be honest, things didn't really catch my attention until about 6 songs in. You already know I'm not big on Young Thug or Lil Baby, so I kind of snoozed through those tracks. But if you're going to hear one song, just one song off this album, it's gotta be Moon Juice featuring Jeremiah and Snoop Dogg. That G'd up sample just goes, and it's real dope to just hear like T.I. spit over something with some bounce to it, and anything with Snoop on it is gonna be a hit, hands down. But I forgot to mention right here, Air and Water interlude featuring Rhapsody. This one is so dope because Rhapsody is just dropping bars about astrology and the zodiac and shouting out each sign. It's very, very interesting. Props to Rhapsody. Song Hypno, fire. Love that track. I love that dope Biggie sample. And like I said, man, when Southern rappers get on some some bounce shit, unbeatable. That's all I gotta say. Then you got Half Ticket with London J and Conway the Machine. This one goes. It's very Atlanta. It's got that trap thing going on with the horns in the background. And Griselda members, anytime they get on a feature, they snap. Those guys are really versatile. I kind of already told you how I only kind of care for them on features, but that's another video. They snap on features for sure. Family Connect featuring Damani. Tip rapping with his son is a dope concept. I think Damani's tight, and I want to check more of his stuff out too. They both kind of explain their story, and it's kind of interesting to hear like a dad talking to his son about how he used to sell crack. Like, we all know this, but could you imagine if T.I. was your dad? That's crazy, man. So then you got Make Amends with Benny the Butcher and Jadakiss. I love that beat, and I fuck with Jadakiss's verse too. Jadakiss is another dude I kind of like, basically only kind of fuck with on features, but whatever. Fire and Earth interlude. I love that black empowerment spoken word. Now, one of the quintessential songs off this album is How I Feel featuring Killer Mike and Eric Bellinger. I love that message about marching and prayer, just don't do it, and we need more than that. I love that hook from Eric. Tip and Mike at the end going bar for bar is phenomenal. That song is really going to find itself amongst my best collaborative, picks of the year. So then you got We Did It Big featuring John Legend. Dope ass song, and it's kind of funny to hear John cussing. He just has a beautiful voice, and it just brings kind of like a, more star power to the track. Oh, also got to mention the one with Rick Ross. Really fucked with that one. And the more I hear Rick Ross on features, the more I'm fucking with Rose. And I already told y'all this, like, after I listened to Rick Ross's autobiography on audiobook, I fucks with Ross. All right. Then, last but not least, you got Thank God featuring 21 Savage. It's a somber, chill song. You don't really hear Savage kind of on some, like, laid back, just, like, reflective stuff. He talks about you have to take L's to build. It's dope. It's real dope. And then the last one is an outro with some spoken word again. Oh, yeah, the other thing I got to say about the outro, Deja's conclusion, I love this because she's dropping knowledge. It's very conscious. And that subliminal jab at WAP was powerful. Like, people are really going to be talking about that one, especially because T.I. and Cardi B were both hosts on Rhythm and Flow. So, who knows? That could really stir up some feathers. There was also a Drake line somewhere in this album that's already stirred up some feathers. So, T.I. is really nothing to play with here. And about the whole like spoken word thing all throughout here, there's some really funny stuff Miss Pat Lady was saying, and it's just like really unique. So this album is long. It's over an hour long. Also, he got 42 Doug and Mozzie on there in the beginning. That's tight. I think for what it's worth, man, you should just check it out. I'm actually very surprised that I like this that much. But hey, man, Tip just proves like, at 40 years old and with this much stature in the game, he can still do it and do it right. So real props to Tip for dropping, honestly, this is a classic. Like, if I'm frankly speaking, I just listened to it yesterday and then like all today, basically, but Tip really came with it, man. So I want to know what you guys thought of T.I., the Libra, in the comments. All my Libras, make some noise. Let me know where you at. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, palm.